Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia and I'm going to take you along as I get ready for a Disney World trip. Actually, it's a surprise Disney World trip. So my daughter doesn't know that we're leaving Thursday morning to Disney World. She thinks it's just going to be a regular school day. So I'm excited to surprise her with that. I've surprised her with a Disney trip before, so this is not going to be anything that I've not done out of the ordinary, but it's been quite some time since I've done that.
For being the best son in the world. These gifts are an early Christmas present for how great you in this year. This is only the beginning because tomorrow you are going. What? Thank you! Thank you! I'm going to Disney. I'm going to Disney tomorrow. Okay.
Read what it says.
What? Oh my God!
What does it say?
Do you want to go to Disney? Oh, look at that! I do.
I was gonna say, you're gonna answer the question?
I do. Oh my goodness.
So that's where we're going.
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Oh my God!
We're going home to change and put your backpack at home, so that way your Chromebook and stuff's at home. But yeah, we're going now. And I just want to kind of do something fun for her because the last few months have been kind of crazy. I quit teaching over 7 months ago, maybe almost 8. And so it's been a hard time. We've been struggling a little bit financially, haven't really found anything work-wise. I've been doing DoorDash and Instacart and things like that to make ends meet. But I'm finally at a place where I could spend a little bit of money and go to Disney. So people are always shocked and surprised when I go to Disney because, you know, people are always like, it's expensive and things like that. But if you can really find a really good deal, you can go for really cheaply. And I'll go into more detail about the trip and all that stuff as the video goes on. But I just wanted to say hi. Welcome to my channel, and let's get ready for Disney. So I just finished my last errand before I start packing for the trip. I got some Starbucks. I got a strawberry acai lemonade. I got a couple of cake pops. Sorry, try not to spill the drink. Got a couple of cake pops, one for me, one for my daughter. And then we're gonna go inside and start packing. So I gotta bring in the big box from Amazon, bring in the Best Buy purchase as well as the Starbucks purchases. Oh, and I also forgot that I mentioned to mention that I got Starbucks gift cards as well from Starbucks. All right, let's go start packing for our trip. All right, so we finished all of our errands, last minute things that we needed to do, and now I'm going to start packing for our trip. So we leave tomorrow, which is a Thursday, and we're going to be going for the entire weekend. So my daughter will be missing one day of school. Friday is no school, so which is why I figured this would be a good weekend to go. So a little bit about me. I realized when I started the video that I didn't really introduce myself too much. I did say my name and I did say a couple of things, but I didn't go into detail. So hello, my name is Felicia and I am an avid traveler, have been for many, many years, starting when I was younger as a child. I kind of took a break from traveling when I had my daughter just because I was a little nervous about traveling with a kid. But over the last, I want to say 5-6 years or so, we've really been revamping up that travel. So we've been to Disney a couple of times in 1 year. We've been to different countries in the Caribbean. We've also been to other places up and down the East Coast. So this channel, I really wanted to focus on what it's like to travel as a single mom, how I'm able to travel as a single mom, meaning budget-wise, how I'm able to afford it and things like that. Also, I just really wanted to show, like the day-to-day life as a single mom, especially someone who looks like me. There's not really a lot of bloggers or things, family vloggers who look like me. Not only single mom, African American, Black, a biracial child, things like that. So there's not a lot of families that look like me on YouTube or in the influencer world, so to speak. So I decided, you know what, why not just start a channel, show how we travel, show how we do things, because it just makes things a lot easier when you have a reference or someone else doing those things and you have something to look back on. So I've kind of rambled a little on to our trip to Disney. So we are going towards the end of January to Disney. We're actually kind of going when it's going to be a little bit chilly, not like super chilly, not like how it was for Christmas down there for them. It was like 30 something degrees, not that chilly, but we are going to be going when it's like 60s. So we kind of have to figure out what we're going to bring for the trip. So I have like jackets, I have sweatshirts, and then we have like capri pants, and then leggings, and then just a mixture of things going on right here. And I'm looking down because they're all right here on the floor. So for our trip, we're leaving on Thursday and we're coming back on a Sunday. I mentioned before that my daughter has no school on Friday, so this is why I kind of scheduled the trip this weekend, just because it just made sense. It made life more easier. She wouldn't have to miss multiple days of school. She is in middle school now, so taking her out of school for multiple days can be kind of risky, and she could fall behind with some things. But tomorrow's the last day of the quarter, so I figured, you know what, she won't be really missing anything on Thursday, and then again Friday's no school, and then we have Saturday and Sunday. So I'm a former middle school teacher myself, so I know how the end of the quarter for the most part goes. That last day is usually kids trying to hurry up and make up things, and trying to get that grade up or try to get that last ditch effort to turn in any late work. So I was like, you know what, she'd be okay missing that last day of the quarter. So we are staying at Coronado Springs. This is our first time staying there. We usually stay at Value Resorts. We did stay for her first visit when she was 7, we did stay at the Contemporary, just because I figured if we're going to do Disney for her first time, we're going to go all out. And I thought we were going to be one, excuse me, let me get some water. I thought we were going to be one and done, meaning we would go to Disney, have fun, do whatever, all the fun stuff, do the things she did, bippity boppity boo, all of that. And, we won't go back. Fell completely in love with it. My whole family did. So ever since that time when she was 7, which was will be all about 5 years ago, we've gone back every year, minus 2020. We've gone back every year. So we've always stayed since that one time in Contemporary. After that, we've always stayed at Value. We stayed at Pop for about 3 stays, and then the last 2 times we've done All Star Movies and All Star Music. So this time at Coronado Springs is our first time staying in a moderate. We've never stayed in a moderate before. We're staying in the Tower, so that's going to be all new to us. And we're just going to we got a 2-day park hopper pass, so that means we get to go to the park for 2 days, and then at 2 o'clock on each of those days, we can go to a different park. So we don't have to stay at the park where we got the park reservation for. So on Friday, we have a park reservation for Hollywood Studios. And then on Saturday, we have Magic Kingdom. We will probably go to Epcot on both of those days in the evening, afternoon. Just because we really like Epcot, and then it's the Festival of the Arts. My daughter is really into art. She loves to draw. She loves to paint. So I'm really excited to bring her to that festival. She's never been there before. And yeah, so that's our trip. We are flying for the first time American Airlines. We are Southwest girls. We fly every single flight that she's ever been on since she was 2 years old, has been an American Airlines. So it's going to be our first time, my first time too, on American Airlines. I've flown Southwest for a majority of my flights. I did fly one time on a JetBlue, but majority of my flights have been Southwest. So again, this is all going to be new to us. We're flying out of a different airport. We're leaving super early in the morning. Well, not super early. We're leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to get a flight that was like around the time that we would have to leave, the time when she goes to school, because this is a surprise trip. She has no idea about it. I've surprised her 2 other times to Disney. I think the last time I surprised her was December 2021. So it has been a little bit of time. So she has no idea about the trip. So I'm really excited. But yeah, so that's the summary of our trip. With that, because the trip was booked super late, so I booked this trip around Christmas time, so maybe even less than a month of us going to this trip. So we're going on January 26th. We travel last minute. Sometimes flights can be super cheap, or they could be super expensive. So the reason why we're not flying Southwest is because Southwest, one, they were having major issues. They've been having major issues the past month with cancellations and things like that, and I just didn't feel comfortable. And then second, their prices were ridiculous. It was costing us almost $1,000 just to go to Florida, which I never pay that much for a flight. The last time we went to Disney in August of 2022, our flight was less than $500 for both of us to go. So when I was seeing those prices of $1,000, I was like, how are we going to get to Disney? Because our Disney price was cheap because they were having the $400 off a night thing or package. So our Disney tickets and hotel were fine. That was cheap. But the flight, I was like, kind of not freaking out too much, but just wasn't really sure. Like, okay, where are we going to fly? We always fly Southwest. That's what we do. So I was like, okay, we might have to branch out and see some other airlines. So I looked at JetBlue first, and JetBlue's prices were pretty good, except they were having their smaller planes. I'm not scared of flying. I love to fly. It's not something that I don't mind, but I just felt uneasy being on a smaller plane. So when I say smaller plane, I'm talking about where there's 2 rows down the entire plane. Okay, and it's a smaller configuration. So I was like, I don't think I want to do that. So then I started looking at Delta. Delta had no direct flights to Orlando, and I always book a direct flight. I can't do layovers. That's not my thing. Applaud anyone who can, but I can't. So I was like, all right, let's try American. So American's flights and Southwest flights were literally identical in price, meaning they were 1 point. So if you check on different days, they fluctuate. So at 1 point, Southwest would be slightly more than American, or vice versa. It got to a point where Southwest never went down, meaning their prices literally stayed where they were. So that's when I was like, you know what, I gotta scratch Southwest out. So one day I'm on the American Airlines website, and their prices dropped dramatically to the point where we have on our way going to Orlando first class seats. First time in first class. We have first class seats, and that flight arrangement on American Airlines was almost three, if not $400 cheaper than Southwest with a first class seat. So I was like, you know what? Book it. So we booked it. So we are going to be on first class for the first time. My daughter has no idea about that. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. And then with American Airlines, they have a lounge. You can get a 1-day pass for $59. So I said, it's our first time on first class. It's our first time in a lounge. Book it. And so that's a one tip that I want to say with the lounge. If you do American Airlines, you can bring up to 3 kids with American Airlines on one adult ticket. Kids, they're not a charge. Only adults have to pay for their 1-day pass. So we're both going to be going into the lounge tomorrow morning, getting some breakfast, just relaxing, and hopefully it's nice and calm before we get on our flight. So that, I think, is all the itinerary for our Disney trip. Now we need to get into the packing. So we have also recently become carry-on girls. We went to Disney in August for a week, carried on our luggage, had no issues. Before that, we went to Myrtle Beach for a week, carried on luggage, and I was like, I'm hooked. If I can find out a way to do carry-on all the time, I will. So we try to figure out, put all these things into either my backpack or the carry-on suitcase. So I'm going to show you what we're working with, and then we're going to see if we can make it work. All right. So sorry for some of the lighting. It might not be too light over here, but first I'm going to show you my daughter's clothes. So again, like I said, we're going from a Thursday to a Sunday. So we don't have too much clothing. So we have her bathing suit over here. This bathing suit is from Sugar and Jade, which is a new company that we've been using for her clothing, just because it allows for a little bit more room. They are quite expensive for children's clothes, but we do buy, I do buy a couple of things from them, or I have recently. So this is her pajamas. Next, we have her shirts. This first shirt, which is a mini shirt, is from Amazon. So Amazon has in their essentials, you can see here, in their essentials department, they do have a good amount of Disney products or Disney items, and I'm going to show you a few of them as I go through our clothes, and I'll also put them in the link below just in case anybody wants to purchase them. So this is a Disney Minnie Mouse shirt, and this is from the women's section. They also have a good amount from their kids and men's section, so that's what that's from. This Minnie Mouse shirt is from Target. That's from last year, so I'm not sure if they still have that one in that color. I think they have it in black now. This is another purchase from Amazon. It is a Mickey Mouse crop top. All right, here it is opened up. It is a Mickey Mouse crop top tie-dye shirt, again from Amazon. And then we have these custom-made shirts from Etsy. And the shirts basically say, and they're super soft. They're like the softest cotton t-shirts. It says making memories with my mom. And again, we got these from Etsy. I will drop the name of the Etsy shop owner in the description below. So that's her shirts. Fold them back up real quick. And then we got 2 capri pants. They're kind of long on her, so they're almost full length. And we got her, this is her going home outfit, so a legging and a nice little sweater because we are in the East Coast, so it is a bit chilly up here. So next are my clothes. So here is a shirt. I believe I got this from Amazon. And then we have this Villains shirt. This Villains shirt is from Target. Let me open that up real quick. So this Villain shirt from Target, it says The Villains. Nice another soft t-shirt. And then we have the matching shirt to my daughter's Etsy shirt. Here is what mine looks like. All right. It says making memories with my Minnie. All right, so let's fold that up real quick. I only bought 3 because I figured I wouldn't need extra ones. So here are my pajamas. Here are my leggings. These leggings, both of them are from Torrid. It says I love Mickey. And then these are Minnie Mouse ones. This one is fleece lined, so there is one day where it's only going to be a high of like 63. Probably going to wear those that day. And then there's going to be a day when there's like 70 degrees. So these next items are from Amazon as well. So as you can see, a lot of these Disney items are from Amazon. So this is the sweatshirt that we're going to be wearing. And there's 2 of them because we both have matching sweatshirts. This is the sweatshirt that we're going to be wearing on the plane going to Disney. So it is a red Minnie Mouse sweatshirt. And on the back, there is a silhouette of Minnie Mouse on the back. Looks like this. I thought these were super cute. Originally, they did not have her size, so I ended up getting this green one, which I'll talk about next, but I ended up getting this green one for her to wear. But then one day I just kept checking the Amazon app, and then it became available, so I snatched it up and I purchased her sweatshirt so we can be matching. I like us to match when we go on the plane. So here is mine. Same sweatshirt, same silhouette, so I'm not going to open that up. Black leggings to wear. She's also going to wear black leggings. So again, this is our outfit for the plane, so we don't need to pack these. We do need to pack these to come home, so that'll be interesting, trying to fit multiple sweatshirts into our carry-on, but we'll figure it out. All right, next, here's the green sweatshirt that I was talking about that I ordered because I couldn't find the red in her size. This is the front. There is no back. I do really like this sweatshirt. I wish they had it in my size. And because that it's going to be a little bit chilly, that's why we're bringing the sweatshirts. So the next thing is this jacket, also again from Amazon. Like I said, they have a lot of items from Amazon, and here you see Amazon Essentials. This is a jacket that you could wear at night when we go to like Disney Springs or any of the parks at night because it might be chilly. And then here is my jacket. It is a Marvel one. Same thing, same destination. Good old Amazon Essentials. And then here we have my going home outfit. So this is a bigger fleece because, like I said, we do live on the East Coast, in the Northeast actually. So it will be chilly when we come back. I think it's supposed to be like 40 degrees when we come back. So we do have this fleece, really soft fleece sweatshirt, also from Amazon. So our goal is to fit all of our items into this carry-on. So this is our carry-on that we'll be using. We've used it quite many times. All right, next we have toiletries and miscellaneous. So I will go into the toiletries next. So this is a brand new bag. Usually when I travel with my toiletries and things, I have like a smaller bag and then I have multiple like gallon size Ziploc bags. I decided, you know what? You're an adult. Let's get a real cosmetic bag when we travel, so that way we don't have to have all these little baggies everywhere. So I do like it that it is expandable. It does zip up. So here's what we are working with in here. So in this compartment has all of our hair things. It has a brush. It has a brush for my daughter, a brush for me. We have different texture hair, so got to make sure we are accommodating both of us. So this is her brush. And then we got my brush and comb. We got a couple of hair accessories. Not a lot, because we usually just either wear our hair out or back in a ponytail. We'll probably be able to wear it out this time because it won't be too humid. We also have some things we need for our hair. So I have, for me, I have some grease. Having some trouble focusing. I have some detangler spray for my daughter, some oil and things like that. So that's that compartment. And then here we have all of our basic things such as lotion, deodorant, body wash, some more deodorant, my daughter's deodorant, Lysol spray. Have that for everything. I was a fanatic on cleaning hotels and things like that when we traveled before COVID. Now I'm even more anal about that. Have toothbrushes, some shaving cream, and a razor. We got some sunscreen, and then over here is our like first aid medical area. So we have some Tums, some Tylenol, Band-Aids, hand sanitizer, Pepto type things for kids. I have some more hand sanitizer that needs to go in. I have some more Tylenol, and then I have some cold medicine that I want to put in there. So those things are going to be added, as well as I have some like cough drops that I'm going to add into there as well. So that is our toiletry area. So I'm going to close that up. I'll zip that up later. So also, we have, again, some miscellaneous stuff. So I already talked about these things. So then we got some more SD cards. This is my first time vlogging with a real camera, so I've got SD cards. This little electronic case. Let's see if I can open it with one hand. There we go. This electronic case. This is a portable charger. Got some cords in there. There will be some more added as I put in, like the camera stuff and all those things. We got a water bottle for our trip. We usually share a water bottle. This is from Amazon. And then we have gift cards. So one thing that I'm also doing for the first time on this trip is I am going to be giving the flight attendants gift cards. I've never done that before. I'm actually giving them gift cards and candy. I've never done that before, but I just wanted to do it because they've been having some hard times lately, like with everyone actually, to be honest, but I feel like they have to deal with a lot, so I figured I'm going to give them each a $5 gift card to Starbucks because that's easy to grab in the airport. So that's for that. And then this is our gift cards for the trip. So my daughter has her own gift card where I load money on, and this is what she's been using. And then I have one gift card that I use for like all of our purchases, and it's going to be this one. Funny story about gift cards. Last trip, I lost our big gift card. And thankfully, this is why there's extra ones. These are empty. There's nothing on them. I had an extra gift card, so I just transferred the money over really quickly before someone found that gift card and started spending it. So that is a tip for you. If you're going to use a gift card to pay for your purchases, make sure you have a backup one just in case you lose it. And you can easily just go into the website and just transfer it over really quickly. So this one right here, I just bought on Shop Disney, just a simple $25 one to add to the ones that I already have online. And you can use a Disney gift card for anything. So you can use it as when you go shopping, if you want to buy souvenirs, you can use it to go eat. You can even use it at Disney Springs. So that's how we pay for all of our purchases. So how you can do that is one thing that I do when I am getting ready for a trip and I know I'm going on a trip. I put money aside into an online gift card, and then I just keep putting money in there until it's time for the trip. And then when it's time for the trip, you have a good amount of money just sitting in there because you've been putting aside money for that. So that's going to go into my purse that I will have, and I think that's about it on this miscellaneous stuff. So this is one of the candy that I will be giving to flight attendants. This is the one that's going to be on the way when we come back. So that's why that's not like packed away somewhere. So last but not least, so look at this pile of just like miscellaneous stuff. Last but not least, we have this bag. This bag contains all of our ears, as well as it now contains, let me see how to do this. It now contains some hats, because like I said, it's going to be a little chilly when we go. So here's my daughter's hat. She does have a Minnie Mouse hat that I can't find. Who knows where it is. We have this hat that I got a couple of years ago when it was cold in December for one night. That I believe is from, I want to say this hat's from Etsy, but I could be wrong. So then we got this Mickey Mouse hat with the balloons all on it. Many years ago, I doubt they even have that collection anymore. And then we have some ears. So these ears, this ear, we wore last year for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I was Maleficent. My daughter was Aurora. These all were from Amazon. Super, super cheap ears. They were no more than $10. And then these ears I got from our very first trip to Disney, or I should say my daughter's very first trip to Disney, because I've been to Disney before I took her for her 7th birthday. But these I got from Etsy, and if I can find the shop, I will link it down below. But I bought these 5 years ago, so I'm not sure if they're even in business anymore. So again, this is our ears, hats, bag. Now I'm going to show you our personal items, so our backpacks that we're also going to be using, as well as our park bag. I think we'll start with our park bag first. So here is our park bag. We use this exclusively when we go to the parks. It's just nice and easy, compact enough. It fits everything that needs to be fit in there. It does fit this water bottle in there, so it fits it very easily. It could also fit multiple other things. I never really unpack this because I don't see the point when we come home, so I just leave everything in here. So we have hand sanitizer. We have some lip balm. What else do we have here? See, I told you I don't clean it out. There's some trash and a hair bow in here. So I move that trash out of here. On the inside, we have several things that I just threw in here recently because of when I was checking the weather. So first we have these gloves. They have grips on it so you can hold your cell phone as well as you can use your cell phone with those on your fingertips. So I got 2 pairs of those. We got ponchos. We bring ponchos almost every year on the trip. But there was one time in August where we forgot to bring them to the park. We brought them on a trip, but we didn't bring them on the park. And it was a torrential downpour for the entire afternoon. So that was fun. Here we have, so this container includes our Magic Bands. We are probably not going to get Magic Band Plus just because I don't really see the point right now unless, something spectacular is added to them. So we have our Magic Bands, and then we also have this. We also have this Loungefly card carrier that I wear. So I wear that throughout the park. That usually houses my ID and a gift card. I probably will try to wean myself off of that just because that's how I lost my gift card last time. But that was the first time that's ever happened, and I've worn that for like 5 trips. And I think that's it. Oh, there's a couple of chargers in here. I probably will just put those somewhere because I don't think I need them. Oh, I know what some of these chargers are. So some of these chargers are for our fans that we bring. We're not bringing the fans this time. It's not going to be that hot, and I don't want to take up any more space. Trying to minimize our space. So let me put these things back in here. I will rearrange that later. Oh, that isn't going there. It's there. And then we have our backpacks. So my daughter's backpack is super empty right now because what will go in there is her iPad and then probably one of the jackets. And last but not least, here is my backpack. So this is my travel backpack. This is what I use for every trip. I am thinking about getting a smaller one, but this one is just so big that it can just house everything. So of course we got the hand sanitizer. We got a pen in that front pocket. I think here in this pocket we have like wipes. Yep, we have wipes and Lysol spray. So this bag will immediately come out when we get into the hotel room. And I will spray everything down. What else is in here? We got gum for the plane. And then lotion. Hope we have enough pieces. Okay, we do. This pocket right here, we have masks because we will still be masking while we're on the plane and like in big spaces. So we have my daughter's masks. These masks are super cheap, by the way. They're like $5 a pack, if not less, if you get a good deal on Amazon. We have candy for the flight attendants. So that's why this is in my backpack. This is for when we go. And then in this compartment, it is completely empty. So I think I will be bringing my laptop. So there's a laptop section right here. And then that is it. So that's everything that we're packing. So hopefully we can fit it all in there. Now the test becomes, can we fit it all in? So let's do that right now. right, so I made the executive decision to now have 2 carry-on cases. I only wanted to have 1, so that way I can focus on picking up the luggage, just 1 luggage, since it's just me and my daughter, but now we have her carry-on case. Now this will allow for souvenirs, so I take it as a win. All right, so now we're gonna pack up everything that could not fit into that bag. So we got sweatshirts, and now I can take a sweatshirt out of my bag. This big one, and I can put it in here. And then we have room for the Loungefly, because that was the main thing that was not fitting, and that's our main thing that we need. So had to figure out a way to get that in there. All right, so the Loungefly, we'll put that over there. I'll take this one out. And I also think I will take some stuff up here. So that way I can make more room for it in here to kind of flatten that out a little bit. All right, so that's good. That way this will be super light. It will not have much for me to lift. And then the Loungefly, hopefully we're in there, we're secure. Hopefully nothing will fall out. All right, let's strap it in. Close it up. Super light. All right. So that was a whirlwind trying to get everything into one bag or one suitcase, and I just scrapped that and said, you know what, forget it. We're going to do 2. So here's the final product. So we have our 2 carry-on suitcases and our backpacks. So I'm really looking forward to this trip. Again, this is a surprise Disney World trip. My daughter has no idea that we're going. I'm going to surprise her tomorrow morning when she's getting ready for school. I'm going to say something along the lines of like, instead of going to school, how about we go to Disney World? So I will film that. I'll probably film it on my phone, because if she sees this camera, she's going to be like, why do you have that camera? So I will film that as well as our trip. I will document, you know, how we're getting there. Like I said, we're using American Airlines for the first time. We're going to be using Mirrors Connect. We've used Mirrors Connect like 3 other times, so that won't be anything new, but I'll tell you guys all about it. And yeah, so now I'm just going to, oh, what's going on with the lighting? There we go. Now I'm just going to relax for the rest of the day. It's about 1 in the afternoon. And yeah, finish up any last minute packing. I think I got everything in there except for like the camera, the chargers that I'm using, my headphones for the plane, stuff like that. Oh, I think we're all ready to go. Well, thank you for watching my pre-travel packing video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give a like to this video, leave a comment if you would like to, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.